Hey everybody, Maddox here and welcome to another episode of the Pokestorian, the show where we take a look at some of your favorite Pokemon cards you know, and hopefully some you don't know. As many of you are aware, we have a new Team Rocket set coming out later this year, which is causing a lot of hype and stir in the community. And in celebration of that, I thought it'd be fun to go back in time and take a look at one of the original cards from the first Team Rocket set. And that would be none other than the original Dark Charizard. So for those of you who don't know, the original Team Rocket set came out on April 24, 2000. Had 83 cards in the set in total and actually featured the first secret rare card, which was Dark Raichu. At that time, it was the fourth set in the Pokemon TCG, so the game was very new at that time. And it featured, for the first time ever, Dark Pokemon, which were essentially Pokemon that were mistreated by Team Rocket and acted evil and were not very nice Pokemon. And here we have the Dark Charizard version of that. So one of the defining features of the Dark Pokemon was that they would typically have lower HP and higher attack than standard Pokemon. So to do a quick comparison, I have here the original base set Charizard. And you can see here that the original base set Charizard has 120 HP versus the Dark Charizard's 80. And it does Fire Spin, which is 100 damage, which is pretty significant, especially for the time. But the Dark Charizard here has an attack called Continuous Fireball that actually has the potential to do a lot more damage depending on the amount of fire energies attached to it and the number of heads you can get. So kind of a risk versus reward thing, but definitely the intention was to make these Dark Pokemon a bit tougher as far as their attack power go. So pretty interesting, and I like the artwork here a lot. You know, you got Charizard in a position and a pose you don't typically see him at, which is just looking very menacing and, for lack of a better word, pissed off. This was actually an original artwork done by Ken Sugimori just for this card. What's interesting about that is typically when you see Ken Sugimori artworks on Pokemon cards, they're usually reused artworks from like the games and stuff like that. So a lot of the red and blue artwork was reused for Pokemon cards. But here, this artwork was specifically done by him for Dark Charizard. Kind of like how the Shining Gyarados was done by Ken Sugimori as well. He had a special artwork for that one, which is pretty cool. And for comparison, this card actually went on to inspire another card that came out in celebration of the 25th anniversary set, which was the promo Dark Sylveon card. So as you can see here, it's not done by Ken Sugimori, but it definitely is inspired by the Dark Charizard card. You got, again, Sylveon looking over its shoulder, looking very mad and upset. So it's interesting to see kind of how things have progressed and some of the older artworks has been honored by some of these newer cards. Definitely pretty interesting. But this has always been one of my favorite cards, probably my second favorite Charizard behind the original one. And that's all I have to say about it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel. See you later.